Well, first of all, I believe that marriage is, as you've described it before, an institution. And there are people in this institution. So there cannot be any form of success unless you have communication. And you can have positive communication and you can have negative communication. If you have positive communication, it's a win-win scenario. And as they say, it takes two to tango. Of course, with the nasheed, no music, and the one you're tangoing with has to be your spouse. Otherwise, it becomes haram. But if you look at a marriage, it is composed of a man and his wife. So if their relationship is not good, then this family is not good. And their offspring would be brought up and raised on not being good to one another. I've seen a lot of marriages where you have the relationship between the man and his wife, an unhealthy relationship.
Okay.
Either to the extreme right or to the extreme left. Meaning that a man who wants to be at peace selfishly, without caring about people's feelings, would be like a general with his troops. Simon says, do this, do that. Don't do this, don't do that. So his relationship with his wife only is limited to orders and instructions. And if you say the wrong word, I'll divorce you. So intimidation, threatening, and a lot of abuse. But he says that I like this way because I live comfortably, no nagging, no problems. But this is not a marriage. And on the other far left, you find those who are like Romeo and Juliet, so in love with his wife, to the extent that he allows her to cross red lines, to fall into sin. And he does not stop her or prevent her from doing this, though he is the man in command and he's in charge of his wife. But he says, I love her so much, so she can go out not wearing the hijab. She can mix with men. She can do haram things. It's okay, I love her. And she loves him. But this love is not for the sake of Allah. So again, you have to have the balance. In the first example of the general, not all generals are like this.
Right.
You have lots of people in the military who are so caring and loving. But this is what we usually tend to perceive them as, being tough and rigid. The Prophet wasn't like that, alayhi salatu wasalam. Now he is the head of the state. He is the leader of the salat, of the preacher, the judge, everything. Yet he talks in a way so kind and loving to Aisha. What does he say? He says, Aisha, I know when you are angry with me and when you are not. And she said, how do you know that, O Prophet of Allah? So the Prophet is paying attention to her feelings.
Right.
He says, when you're angry with me, you swear by the Lord of Ibrahim. But when you're happy with me, you swear by the Lord of Muhammad. And both of them are Allah Azza wa Jal, the Lord of Ibrahim and the Lord of Muhammad. She said, by Allah, what you're saying is the truth. I only abandon your name when I'm angry with you. So look at the amount of observation that the Prophet has, alayhi salatu wasalam, even with the words of his spouse, and how he cares about it. So he tells her, and look at the discipline and respect of Aisha, even when she's angry with her husband, not the Prophet of Allah. He's her husband. Even when she's angry with him, she only abandons using his name.